Good afternoon once again, and for the final time, I will greet you in this ACCA basketball tournament. This is the final game of the tournament here at this site. It is the third place women's game, and it will feature Welch College, the Flames from the Nashville, Tennessee area, and Providence University College and Seminary from Otterburn, Manitoba, Canada. The Pilots, coached by Joel Corsi, and Welch, coached by Katie Bryan. And both of these teams disappointed in that they lost in the semifinals yesterday. So they didn't make it to the finals, but they are in the third place game here, and the final of 12 that I have had the privilege of broadcasting in this tournament. There are other games that are going on and will still be going on after this is finished over at Ozark, at the other site for this tournament. And the championship of the women's game will be Arlington, who beat Welch, and Emmaus, who beat Providence yesterday. And on the guys' side, it'll be Rhema and Trinity at 5:30 playing for the championship. So here are the starting lineups as given by our public announcer.
Senior guard from Morris, Manitoba, number 3, Lord Reed. 8'5", junior guard from Winnipeg, Manitoba, number 4, Rebecca Jones. 8'9", sophomore forward from Winnipeg, Manitoba, number 8, Allison Zajac. 8'5", junior forward from LaSalle, Minnesota, number 12, Courtney Ingle. And a 6-foot senior post from Winnipeg, Manitoba, number 17, Isabella Selk. The head coach for the Pilots, Joel Corsi, assisted by Joey Trump. And now, your starting lineups for the home team on the scoreboard, Welch College. A 5'7" senior guard from Aiden, Oklahoma, number 1, Ashton Johnson.
Starting lineups given to you. Rebecca Fenton Jones, Allison Zajac, Courtney Ingle, and Isabella Selk. That's for Providence. Ashton Johnson, Madison Walker, Claire Ryan, Caitlin Pratt, Carly Audi. Tap, and we'll have a first chance at putting that orange ball through the orange ring, which is the object of this game. Just in case you need the very basics as we get underway here. Zone defense by the Pilots from Canada. Inside it goes. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Welch, but just 4 to shoot. As we're just underway here in the first quarter of this last game. And in it comes to Alberti, who shoots it in. Good inbounds play there. Just rifled that pass into her. She was open immediately. And it's first blood drawn by Welch. Fenton Jones is fouled as she goes to the basket. I think it'll be on Alberti. We'll see. It is. Carly Alberti picks up her first foul, and Fenton Jones, that's her last name, or names, Rebecca, her first name, she'll shoot 2. Two for 2 from the line. Fenton Jones. We're tied at 2. And the ball thrown out of bounds. Johnson can't control it. Providence will get it back. Engel inside, shoots it in. Courtney Engel gives Providence the lead. Providence got here by beating Ozark, and that looked like a foul, nothing called. As Isabella Selk, she's just kind of standing there, and the offensive player bounced off her, but sometimes it gets called for a block. Drive to the basket by Engel, who scores again. That was, I think, Providence beat Ozark. A bit of stroke of good fortune for them. Dallas Christian pulled out of this tournament, and they had a bye. Providence would have had to face them, and instead, because of the forfeit, they advanced into the semifinals and lost to Emmaus. Selk with the rebound after the miss by Madison Walker, and now the ball thrown away. Providence with the turnover, and Welch. And no, it isn't. Thought so. Ashton Johnson went over there to throw it in, but the ball evidently was tipped out of bounds. And so Providence keeps it.
Dad, you sure you can get it? Okay, we're going to go, because the guys got to go to Ozark to shower. I want to try to see Cody or at least watch some of the game. And we're going to get something to eat in town and leave. Thank you.
Got interrupted by a conversation a bit there. Sorry about that. And then nothing happened as far as scoring. Both Providence and Welch turning it over. Providence has it back. There's Selk, who gets the pass from Engel and lays it in. Isabella Selk with her first basket. For Faith Baptist Bible College, that game was played in Emmaus, or in Dubuque, Iowa, against Emmaus. I didn't see it, so I haven't seen Providence. Shot missed, follow missed, and rebound Providence. I saw Welch earlier in this tournament as they lost yesterday to Arlington, and actually Arlington is very good. And Welch hung in there with them. I ended up losing by a fairly substantial margin, but played pretty well. Providence. Shot missing by Zajac. Rebound Welch. Shot on the way by Abby Walker. Abby, but does so after Johnson. It's an 8-6 Providence lead. Isabella Selk gets it down low. Ball in that position. Maybe adjustments there to try to prevent that pass. A three on the way, missing by Johnson, but she chases down her own miss. Cross-court pass to Ryan. She misses. Rebound for Engel. Goodbranson fouled. Chelsea wholesale checked in there for Welch. Quite a few subs in there for Providence now. Engel not one of them. Neither is Isabella Selk. Those two. A little pick and roll or given. Ryan fouled. I believe that's gonna go on Schwartz. Joanna Schwartz. Number 2 there. The drive, the shot missing. That was Braxton. Rebound Selk. Engel gets the pick and then tries to throw it to Isabella Selk, just like last time. Welch ready for it. Stole the ball. They, being Welch, still trail by 6, 12-6 the score. Inside it goes. Selk reaches in. Will get called for the foul. She's grabbing the arm of Carly Alberti, and that was a non-cheating foul. Able to ball in time, and Welch will come back trailing. ready for quarter number 2. Welch will have the first possession of this quarter. They trail by 6. 10-minute quarters in women's college basketball. I think last year was the first year for that. I've heard talk that the men's game might go to quarters. Ball tipped away and stolen by Providence. A very low scoring quarter for Welch. Yesterday scored, I'm guessing here, going from memory, I think around 80 points, which would be, if you're any good at math and you divide 80 by 4, you would get 20. So an average of about 20 points a quarter yesterday, but only 7 in the first quarter today. Engel misses, gets the rebound, misses again. This time, Braxton clears for Welch. So Welch, you would expect them to pick up the scoring pace, maybe, as I say, dragging a little bit. A tough game yesterday, a little disappointment when you lose, when you could go to the championship game. A couple shots missed there. Johnson, one of the missers. Providence comes back the other way. And a foul, a holding foul on Claire Ryan. Usually I'm watching the ball. I happen to be watching, and Claire Ryan was grabbing her guarding assignment. I think it was Engel that she fouled. 12, fouling 12. That action away from the ball. Selk gets it. Engel fakes again. Misses the shot, but a foul called, and I think they're calling an illegal screen. Oh, yeah, it's an illegal screen on Isabella Selk. That's something I don't usually see. It's usually just some motion by the screeners. They kind of move their body into the person running by them. Shot missed there by Braxton, but Welch gets it back. Maybe some of the problem with Welch today, too, is just trying to solve a zone after you're playing against a man all day yesterday. A little different animal. Getting inside that zone, there's Ryan, though, in scoring. 3 points for Claire Ryan, and now they're going to try to pick up the pace with a little backcourt pressure. Engel spins into the lane and shoots. Courtney Engel with 7. Almost half her team's total. She'd need another half point to be exactly half, and that's a tough thing to do in basketball at any level. Ball tipped away out of bounds by Schwartz. Welch will keep it. 15 to shoot. 7:55 to play in the second quarter. The driving shot rolls off for Braxton. Providence back the other way, leading by 6. Engel, the 17-foot jumper, and it won't quite roll in. Rebound underneath by Collier, and she's tied up. Arrow pointing the Providence way. Have a knock out of bounds by Johnson. That one knocked out of bounds by, I was going to say Ryan, but that's Holzappel down there. The girls look quite a bit alike according to me. And now knocked out of bounds by Johnson. So Providence having a hard time getting the ball inbounds. Goes down low. The Zajac, she's cut off and can't shoot. Throws the ball right at the feet of Engel, but Engel able to control it. Zajac loses it, but it goes right to Schwartz, but Schwartz dribbles it out of bounds. coach for Welch, very animated, trying to get her team fired up. The men's team from Providence doing some chanting for their girls from Canada. That three missing, goes out of bounds, and Ryan fell down, maybe in an attempt to convince the referees that she got bumped, which she did a little. Probably not enough to call a foul, though, and no foul was called. So for one of the very few times in the middle it goes to Walker, back out to Johnson for three. Ashton Johnson makes it a 3-point game with that three. Fenton Jones. That's Schwartz. Has the ball slapped away and stolen. And now she returns the favor. Stops and pops the two, won't go, but losing the ball out of bounds is Braxton for Welch, and Providence will keep it on their end. Weeb in, Schwartz out for Providence. That one is tipped and stolen. Welch a little more active on the defensive end, and you would kind of expect them to start hitting more shots on the offensive end. So far, they haven't done a lot of that. Walker in, Holzapfel out. That's Madison Walker, who has entered the lineup. Abby's already in there. Madison to Abby. And that's Ryan for three. Misses everything. And number 12 rebounds the shot of number 12. Providence will have the ball after the timeout, which they called. 5:30 to go, second quarter. 3 points, Providence lead. This is ACCA basketball, the last game. Providence with the ball after the timeout. And it goes to Selk, down low, intended for Engel and stolen away. Johnson for three, good again. Second three for Ashton Johnson. She has tied this game up, I said. Seemed like a bit of an anomaly for only 7 points to be scored in a quarter by Welch after seeing them yesterday. That long three misses, followed by Selk misses as well. And we'll see if Providence will have to adjust their zone outwardly a little bit. And a held ball. It looks like Braxton jumped up, landed, which would have been traveling, and then she got tied up. But that's not the call by the officials. None of them is looking my way. Usually they look up here and ask my opinion, but not one of them made eye contact after that. So I guess the call is going to have to stand as is. And maybe justice served as Welch threw the ball out of bounds. Providence gets it back anyway. Engel gets inside and banks it in. Courtney Engel has 9. She's pretty quick with her first move. And a pretty good finisher. That's my assessment. In my limited observation, first game that I've seen Providence play this year. Braxton launches, I think that was a long 2, but didn't catch any iron. And somebody in the Providence fan group hollers air ball. Inevitably that happens. Engel underneath missed that one. I just called her a good finisher, and she made me a liar. Still a 2-point lead for Providence. The kick to Walker. The 3 won't crawl over the front. That was Madison Walker. Providence with the rebound. Some of the guys played 4 games. This is the 3rd game for the ladies in this tournament. And the 3rd day is always the toughest. Shot missed by Abby Walker, but the rebound Johnson. Abby's got it back, and she gets tied up by Fenton Jones. And this time the arrow points the Pilot way. Goodbranson loses the ball on the far side. Kind of got tangled up with the defender. That was Madison Walker over there, and ball went out of bounds. Welch will get it back with a chance to tie. They trail by 2. 2.5 minutes to go until halftime, and another 3 by Ashton Johnson. So she's warming up. 3 threes here in the last, well, they're all in this quarter, I know that. Inside the Selk. She shoots it in and she's fouled. And Carly Alberti is giving the universal signal for I didn't foul as she stands holding both hands raised toward heaven. But to no avail. They still called the foul on her. And Selk hit the shot and will have a chance to complete the 3-point play here. He misses the free throw though. And it's a 1-point Welch lead. They took the lead by 2 after that 3-pointer by Johnson. And the referee asking for help, asking if that ball was tipped. It looked like it was to me. And is she saying, I didn't see it? We can show some video replay here if they want, but they're probably not going to ask her help. So they are going to give the ball to Welch. I think that's the right call. The official standing right underneath pointed the other way, and then the out official came and said, apparently, that the ball was tipped. I think they got it right. That Madison Walker 3 won't go in. And a foul called. I thought she said 11, but is there an 11 in there? Maybe it's number 1. Or maybe it was 22. 22 is what it says on the board. That would be Holzapfel. Providence. Loses the ball. And now Johnson kicks it out of bounds. Chelsea Johnson, a good ball handler, good player. Or Ashton Johnson, I'm sorry. They just couldn't pick that one up before she kicked it out of bounds. I might have given you the score wrong earlier. It's a 1-point Providence lead. Shot missing inside. And Engel tries to save it, but it has a toe on the line. So when that three was shot by Johnson, I'm trying to think back here. Were they down by 2? Yes, they were. So that gave them a 1-point lead, and then the basket by inside gave Providence a 1-point lead. Okay, now I'm straight. That's a 3. No, it's a 2. Foot on the line for Holzapfel. And now Welch with a 1-point lead. Weeb. And then the ball goes inside to Engel. The left-handed runner won't go. Here comes Ashton Johnson for Welch. Madison Walker, 3, no good. Rebound, tipped around and held ball. That'll belong to Welch. Zajac in for Providence. No relation to Pat Zajac, I don't think. Wait a minute, that's Zajac. Johnson for 3. Good again. Ashton Johnson with her 4th 3-point basket and now a 4-point lead. Really on the heels of Johnson in this quarter. She's been a huge difference. All 4 of those threes coming in the second quarter. Inside it goes, and because she fumbled the ball, the defender went in the air, and then Goodbranson, by the time she gained control, the defender was out of position. Johnson again for 3. This one misses. 2 seconds to go, and we are at halftime. And a 2-point lead for Welch, or excuse me, yes, for Welch at halftime. 23-21, our halftime score. We'll be back to summarize the first before the second half begins. We have a good one going here in the third place game, the women's side of the ACCA tournament. You would kind of expect that. Two teams that had a chance to get to the championship game. Welch losing out to Arlington yesterday and Providence losing to Emmaus. And sometimes a little hard to get motivated for a third place game. And this game started out kind of slow. And Providence actually led most of the half. In fact, they had a 13-point lead at one time, but now it's a 2-point Welch lead at halftime. Welch was led in the first half by Ashton Johnson, who has 14 points, 4 of those on three-point baskets. She's the only person for Welch that has hit a three, and after that, just 3 for Claire Ryan, 2 for Abby Walker, 2 for Chelsea Holzapfel, and 2 for Carly Alberty. And so Ashton Johnson kind of carrying the team on her back in the first half. On the other side, Providence, 9 from Courtney Engel and 8 from Isabel Selk. Those are the 2 post players for Providence. And then after that, not much, just 2 from Taylor Goodbranson and 2 from Rebecca Fenton-Jones on 2 free throws. So that's how the scoring went, and Providence will have the first possession of the second half. In it goes to Engel to Selk, and that's a combination that scored most of the points, so that time Selk can't get it to go down. She has the size to shoot over the defenders down there, but just couldn't get that one to roll in. Still a 2-3 zone for Providence, and a little trouble solving that in the beginning and a little trouble hitting shots, but Madison Walker shoots a 3 to begin the second half, and so that 2-point halftime lead more than doubled. Engel to Selk, and this time she misses, but a foul called, and that looks like that's one of those whistles after the shot misses. Pretty sure if Selk would have made that shot, the whistle would not have blown, and sometimes, whether you like it or not, that's what an official does. There was some contact, not a lot, but the foul goes on Walker. Madison Walker picks up her first, and Selk sinks the free throw. Second one missing, rebound pulled down by Alberty for the Flames of Welch. In the middle of that zone is Ryan. Cross-court pass to Johnson. Her 2 on the way, misses, and Engel gets the rebound, pivots her way out of trouble, and gets the ball to Rebecca Fenton-Jones. A 3 on the way by number 3, won't go, and a foul for going over the back on Zajac. Allison Zajac. First foul on Allison. First team foul this quarter, 1 apiece. There's another 3. That one missing, but the rebound, Alberty, and then she has it stolen away, and Isabella Selk nursing a sore nose. He also was complaining that it should have been a foul. And Isabella will continue, perhaps with a tear coming out of each eye. I can't see that from my vantage point. It's only a guess. But it does hurt when you get hit in the nose. Pass underneath to Selk, and she shoots the left-handed layup up and in. So she missed maybe a shot a little easier than that. That one was kind of tough as she was fading away with the left hand, but got it to go. Nice job by Engel of spotting her into the basket. 2-point lead, though, still for Welch, the home team on the scoreboard. That shot blocked inside Ryan. I think that was Selk that blocked Ryan's shot. A couple of subs getting ready to come in for Welch. We'll tell you who when they come in. Engel kicks it back out to Fenton-Jones down the lane, flings it up to the basket, misses. Nice rebound and foul though by Zajac. Allison Zajac, her first basket of the game, ties this game at 26. Inside it goes. Alberti, cross-court pass, fumbled but grabbed by Braxton. There's Walker for another three, missing. She hit one and was inspired by that to try a couple more. She missed the last two. That's Madison Walker, Abby Walker, not her sister, getting ready to check in, as well as Chelsea Holzapfel. I told you that I would tell you when it happened, but they've been sitting there a while, so I went ahead and just told you who's getting ready to check in at the next dead ball. 5 on the shot clock, ball stolen away by Ryan. She still has it. She bounces to Johnson, who drives, and in the midst of 3 players, falls to the floor, and somebody fouled her. Not sure who they're going to call it on. There were like 3 different candidates for the foul, and it looks like Zajak's getting it, number 8. Johnson, unfazed by her hard fall to the floor, shoots in the free throw. And now the 2 girls I told you that were coming in a while ago, they just came in. I already told you once who they are. Johnson hits both. She has 16, her first 2 of this half. Engel gets it across the timeline, and that'll be traveling on Weeb. Lauren Weeb got in the lane, saw some very tall defenders, tried to move around them, shuffle her feet. Still a 2-3 zone, or a 2-1-2 for Providence. They've played that the entire game. Welch just 7 points in the first quarter, had a little trouble solving it. Johnson inside shoots it in. They scored 14 in the second quarter. They scored 8 already here in the third. Bounce pass across the lane. It goes past the intended receiver, Selk, but Weeb picked it up and shot it in. 29-28, 1 point, Welch lead. Johnson shoots and misses. Ball caroms around, and Johnson chases it down. Fenton Jones got a hand on it. And that one, they're going to say, was tipped. Braxton shot it. Apparently, a Providence player got a piece of it. So Welch will get it. Throw it in bounds. A 3 missing, but Johnson there to put it back in. That was Holzapfel who missed, and Ashton Johnson, probably, in my observation from one game, our best player. Engel shoots one in on the other end for the Pilots of Providence by what I am now predicting is their best player, Courtney Engel. Shot missing by Ryan, and a foul on the rebound. Johnson, I think, got fouled. The fouler was Fenton Jones. Shook him out now. That's 3 fouls on her. She's replaced by Taylor Goodbranson, and Fenton Jones does a lot of the ball handling for Providence, and so a loss when she goes out. Johnson, free throw line jumper is good. She's confirming my assessment that she is the best player on the Welch team. I think she is their leading scorer. I had those stats in front of me yesterday, X'd out of them on my computer. Shot missing inside, a pushing foul called, and I believe they're saying the foul was on the shot by Isabella Selk. And they're going to say a shooting foul. I think what we had was a late whistle and not a foul after the shot. I know that's what the Welch coach was saying. Isabella Selk sinks the free throw. She hit 1 of 2 a bit ago. She's already equaled that output on this trip to the line, but she could double it. And she does. She makes 2 this time. Referee now explaining to Katie Bryan, the Welch coach, that the foul call was on the shot, even though the whistle was a little late. That's kind of what I gathered. And now a bumping foul by Engel as she knocks, that is Abby Walker, to the floor. So that's 4 fouls in this quarter on Providence, so we've played a little over half the quarter. The next foul, though, will be 2 shots no matter what it is, and that's what we got right here. Not fouled in the act of shooting there, but Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2 because that's the 5th team foul this quarter. New rule a couple of years ago. No 1-and-1s ever in women's basketball. Johnson, 23 points. We're still in the 3rd quarter. And the referee is, I don't know, confused about something. Johnson hits the free throws despite some incessant meowing down to my left here, presumably coming from the Providence guys team, trying to distract her. Selk inside, the kick for the 3 by number 3. That was Weeb. She misses, but Selk rebounds. Goes across court, Weeb has it again. Tries to hook it down inside to Engel. It's stolen away. So a 4-point lead in the ball now by Welch. Holzapfel to Ryan, and she's called for traveling. You've heard of putting your mouth in motion before your mind is in gear? Well, her feet got in motion before the ball was in gear there. That's what happened on that one. Number 2 is in there. That's Schwartz. Engel with the fake, the drive, the left-handed shot missing. Rebound, though, by the Pilots of Providence. That was Collier who got the rebound. Here's Schwartz. And there's Weeb being fouled by Braxton. Just 3 team fouls this quarter on Welch, so no free throws here. 24 and 10 coming in. That's Alberti and Madison Walker for Welch. A little lob to Engel. She tries to get it across the lane. Gets caromed out to Collier, who misses the high arcing shot, and Welch with the ball back the other way. Johnson for 3, and this one, nothing but net, but unfortunately it was the outside of the net. And that one goes out of bounds, and Providence will bring it down. And the ball caroms off the foot of Schwartz. Here's Johnson, steps inside, shoots and misses, gets a rebound, and fouled as she goes up. Goodbranson, I'm going to guess, number 5. Nope. Wrong again. Collier called for that one. Elena Collier. And Johnson to the line where she has not missed yet today. 6 of 6. This time no kitten purring from the crowd. There we go. More like a rooster now. There's a cat sound, but nothing matters. Johnson shoots in both, and now the ball stolen by Braxton to Johnson. It's 1-on-4, 2-on-4, so she pulls it out wisely. Braxton drives and jumps into a couple players, but a foul called on Providence, and that one is on Engel. 2 on Courtney. 2 shots for Braxton. First points of the game for Caitlin Braxton. She sinks both. Now the lead by Welch is 8. Engel fakes, drives, foul. And that will be before the shot, a holding foul. That's the 4th of the quarter. So the next foul on Welch will result in 2 free throws for Providence. And then it comes to Engel, and she's fouled as she shoots. Doesn't matter, as I just explained, that foul on Alberti, Carly Alberti, with her 4th. And the scorers table wants, oh no, they're saying it's 5. So they changed it on me. And Alberti has fouled out for Welch. They have only 2 players on their bench, and one of them still has her warm-up on. So she, I think if I remember right yesterday, she got in towards the end of the game, but doesn't play much. So they really just play with 6 players, only 7 suited. Engel hits both free throws. And I think as much as anything, that's going to hurt on the defensive end for Welch, because they have to deal with Isabella Selk and Engel down low. And both of those girls are hard to stop when they post up inside, and Alberti was some size that enabled them to defend better. And a pushing foul on Joanne Schwartz. Or maybe Schwarz, S-C-H-W-A-R-Z. I would call it Schwartz. And Ashton Johnson is a free throw machine. 9 of 9. 10 of 10. She's got 4 threes to go along with that. 28 points total for Ashton Johnson. An 8-point lead for Welch. Now they're playing zone. Inside it goes. And I don't know if anybody can stop Isabella Selk. She kind of stopped herself there in that she dismissed the shot more than she didn't get it blocked or anything. What I'm saying. Inside, shot missing. Maybe partially deflected by Selk. I would expect Joel Corsi, who just called timeout for Providence, to set up a plan whereby they work the ball down low as much as possible. Were I the coach, that would be my philosophy, but as you can see, I'm not coaching, and there's probably other good reasons for that. Let's take a break. 1:17 to go in the 3rd quarter. An 8-point Providence lead. Can't get the shot to go. That's what I predicted. And Isabella not able to get it to go. And that ball's kicked off the knee. That was Braxton, who protested loudly that no, that's not right. But The referees refuse to listen to her. They're very stubborn about those things. Selk gets it inside. This time she misses again, and really, maybe I'm just going to have to start saying that's good defense by number 3, Abby Walker in there. She's defending Selk. Abby shoots there and misses. Pulls Apple with the rebound. Gives off to Walker, and traveling called on her. And she says no. And Selk comes out. Maybe they're going to try to drop the ball down low to someone else. Zajac comes in for her. And I said what I would try to do, and Joel Corsi must have heard me. He did exactly what I said to do. The problem is Isabella Selk couldn't finish on her 3 chances, and her replacement, Zajac, does. As she comes in, they get the ball to her, she shoots it in, and she's fouled as well. That foul on Holzapfel, her second. And not able to complete the 3-point play is Zajac. But she does make it a 6-point game. We're nearing the end of the third quarter, 10 seconds to go. Welch probably would like to hold for the last shot, 5 seconds. There's Braxton. She jumps a jump pass. Now the ball lost by Ryan at the very end of the quarter. Third quarter is over. It's a 42-36 Welch lead. We'll take a break and bring you the final quarter of this game and of this tournament at this site by this broadcaster. Well, we're ready for quarter number 4, quarter number last. Good game here between Welch and Providence. 6-point game right now. And I'll be honest with you, when this game started, I don't think I expressed this opinion. I thought Welch would win this game. Possibly, handily, and I shouldn't have said that because I've never seen Providence play, but once the game started, I changed my mind. Providence doing well, hanging in there. Inside it goes. A turnaround won't go. Rebound by Welch. That was Zajac, who is in there because Isabella Selk couldn't finish a couple plays. Now she missed that one. Walker with a miss. Johnson with a follow. Misses, but that's just like giving her, might as well just give her the layup because she's going to hit the free throw. She hasn't missed yet today. I'm sure at some point in her playing career she missed, but I haven't seen it. Now maybe in the game. The purring begins again, and Ashton Johnson ignores it and hits the free throw. Johnson hits another, as I predicted. The girl doesn't miss. You might just stick a robot out there, dial it in to the point where it would hit every shot, and that's her. Engel down low has her shot blocked, but a foul called on Abby Walker. Abby let out a somewhat muffled scream in protest. Engel misses the free throw. Courtney Engel, I believe, was 3 of 3 before that one. And now she's 3 for 5 if she misses, and a foul called underneath. That likely is on Zajac. We'll see. It is. No. It's on Collier, number 11. Ryan with the drive. Ball tipped away and stolen. Engel fakes, shoots, misses. Rebound, tipped back in. There's a 3 for number 2, and it's good. That's Schwartz, her first basket of the game. And timeout called before the ball could be thrown in. That was Providence, I think, who called that. A 30-second timeout called by Providence. And it's a 5-point game after that 3-point basket by Joanne Schwartz. 8:42 to go. It's a short timeout, so I won't shut off my mic. Listen to a little music. And we'll resume play with 8:42 to go. Backcourt. Apple because I hate to make predictions at the 8-minute mark, but it seems to me like Welch is going to win this game. Shot missing there. I was wrong one other time in my life, but that's my prediction. I'm not a prophet. There's a 3 on the way, in and out. That was Braxton. Rebound. Who's back in there. A 12-point lead, 51-39. You're always disappointed when you lose the final game of the tournament, and even if you're getting 11th place or 9th place or 7th place, especially if you were driving all the way to Canada, as Providence is talking to their coach before the game. They're going to head over to Ozark up in Joplin and championship game between and Arlington, and then they're all the way through the night, all the way back to. I've been there to the before. It's a long way from here. So pray for them when you think of it during the night. Timeout called. 6:55 to go. 51. .55 to go, a 12-point Welch lead. Rebecca Jones back in there. She has 4. She's the typical normal point guard. In it comes to Selk, and Isabella having trouble connecting here in the latter parts of the game. But the ball's tipped back in, and Providence keeps it. Jones for 3, didn't really have her feet set, and defender coming at her, and so might be a factor in that miss. Walker to Walker. Back to Walker. That 3. Passed it into Abby. Abby gave it back to her. Got the 3 and missed. Fenton Jones gets it into Engel. Isabella Selk. Drive. Cut off. Kicks. 3 for 3. No good. Lee misses that 3. Pulls Apple. And the ball goes off the hands of Braxton out of bounds. 6:02 to go. Time for Providence. With a skipping point where you say they need to make a run soon to get back in this game. Maybe within 4 or 5 in the next minutes. That would be what I would say. And that ball thrown into the hands of Johnson, and actually a good play by Johnson to step into the passing lane and grab it. Madison Walker for 3, and she spins it in. Both of them within this quarter for only points. And I mentioned they trail by 18. Schwartz will throw it in for Providence after the timeout. She launches a three, won't go. Rebound Madison Walker. Gets it to Ryan. Now just be kind of deliberate, but they lose the ball. It's kicked though. And it'll stay. Welch, 19 to shoot, 3:40 to play. The foul. Line that trip, and it's a 20-point lead. And my prophecy is going to come true, I believe. I can't remember how many minutes were left. I think 8 when I said, I think this game is going to. And I'm going to be right. And that was exactly. Plays for Manhattan, or excuse me, College. They pronounce it Weeby. Weeb is the proper. Second half. So Providence having trouble with, missed a couple. And Engel, she got fouled. Just one of two. 3-2. 2:20. Open underneath. Shooting. Holds apple. Chelsea holds apple. Here comes Ryan. Still has it. Kicks to Johnson. She hasn't missed a free throw, but she missed that one, which was a lot closer to the basket. Everybody's human. Engel with the turnaround gets it blocked by Ashley Walker. I'm going to check and see how tall that is. Playing pretty listed at 5'10". Somebody went flying to the floor. And the foul. Or four. Said that four. And in the game. Foul. We just announced the final over in Ozark. Ozark Christian losing to Welch. The Welch crowd here, of course, interested in that game. Here, so it'll be third place for Welch College men and third place for Welch College women in this tournament. Although this one still has 1:08 to play, we're no doubt about who the winner will be because it's a 25-point lead. For Providence will come down. Fenton Jones. Weeb for three. She hits it. Lauren Weeb, her first three. She has 5. But we're under a minute to play. And the lead is 22. For Welch, wearing white, controlling the ball. And now the girl I mentioned that didn't get to play much is in there, number 33, and that's why I said her name, by the way, is Kennedy White. Shot missing by Weeb. In underneath it goes. Baseline jumper good by Isabella Selk. I mentioned Kennedy White on the bench, and she's the 7th player. But they really just play with 6. I'm wrong. There are 3 girls sitting on the bench. One of them must have been missing before. But Kennedy getting a chance to play here at the end. 7 seconds left. Welch can just run out the clock. And they will. Final score. 67-47. A 40-point victory for Welch College here in the final. And I'll just give you the stats as I have them before we leave you. It looks like 30 points for Ashton Johnson in her final college game. She led Welch. 2 for Abby Walker, 9 for Madison Walker, 2 for Claire Ryan, Claire Ryan had 5, 7 for Chelsea Holzapfel, 12 for Caitlin Braxton, all in the second half, and 2 for Carly Alberty on the other side. It looks like 15 for Isabella Selk, 15 for Courtney Engel. They were the leading scorers. 3 for Schwartz, 5 for Weeb, 3 for Fenton Jones, 2 for Goodbranson, 4 for Zajac, and that was the scoring for Providence University College and the seminary. So a long trip home for the Canadians. Welch is in the Nashville, Tennessee area. They've got a ways to go as well, and I'm assuming both these teams traveling home tonight. 3rd place finish for Welch and a 4th place finish for Providence in this year's ACCA tournament. Well, we're glad for you watching and listening throughout this tournament. It was a pleasure for me to bring 12 games to you from this site here in Missouri. This is the Joplin area, and Joplin and Ozark Christian host this tournament every year. And we thank you for watching and listening. Kurt Fincham leaving you, and we'll see you here next year.